Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In this video I am doing a tiny home base game only house. This is actually the first house that I'm doing for my save file, so I will be doing all of Willow Creek and base game and so forth. So if you guys are wanting to download that, I don't know when I will have it finished, but I'm going to be starting on it, and this is the first house. I do have this up in the gallery and you can download it if you want to, and if you go to download it, make sure to turn bb.moveobjects on so you can because I use it to build. But I just wanted to do a tiny house, so I started out in the one neighborhood in Willow Creek on the 20 by 15, and I can't see what the original name of it is, but that's where I built this at. So if you wanted to place it in the same place, you can. Now you can place it on another 20 by 15 lot. Now this house is a one bedroom, one bathroom, and I didn't exactly know what to do with it. I wanted something tiny and I didn't want to over decorate it because I originally wanted it to be a starter home, but I'll probably end up doing my next build that I do. It will probably end up being a starter home because I over decorate, and that's the thing that I'm trying to cut myself out on doing. And so this one, it's kind of decorated a lot, kind of not decorated a lot. It's not as much as I would usually do. But here you can see I'm working on the floor plan. And that little box that you see that I just made there, that is the bathroom. So when you first walk in, you walk into the kitchen, and then you have the kitchen and a little sitting area for you to eat at, and then you have your living room, and then to your left you have the bedroom door, and then to get to the bathroom there's the door in the bedroom to get to the bathroom. So I was also trying to keep this house like around 20,000 simoleons. That's why I wanted it to be a starter home, but I kind of used really expensive base game items because I don't know how not to use them, because I'm just so used to building with all the fancy and expensive items in the game. So that's why this is no longer a starter home. That's why I had to change it. So I made a sim and I moved her into it. If you guys want to download her off the gallery, just let me know. I don't have her uploaded. She is base game only. I'm just really bad with making sims. So honestly, I just like randomize them. So they look terrible. That's what I'm trying to say. And another thing that took up a lot of money too is the landscaping, because I was wanting to use some debug landscaping, so I didn't use that much money, but I couldn't find any that I liked because the landscaping I normally use in debug is not base game. It comes with the other packs. So I'm very limited. This was actually really hard for me because I never built a base game only house. I've never built a base game only house, I don't think. So I like using the different items that's available to me when I go to build. So this was actually kind of like a challenge for me. And normally my builds take me like 3 days for my big ones, for my normal ones, because, you know, I like to over decorate, but it's okay. But this only actually took me like 2 hours to do, and I was like actually kind of proud of myself because it takes me forever. And this is the first time I think I've built a house in a day. I recorded it yesterday, and then today I edited the video and doing the voiceover, and I'll be getting it uploaded to YouTube, and you guys are obviously watching it. So, but here you can see I am working on the kitchen, and I wanted to give like some counter space because I wanted to have a decent sized kitchen, and I rearranged everything for a little bit, and I moved that stove there. Yeah, there. I went ahead and moved the stove, and I go ahead and get rid of another countertop and squish it in just a little bit to make it a little bit more smaller so the table can fit beside the refrigerator. And so there was still enough room left for the couch for the living room, because I can't use any of the tiny living stuff because this is a base game only house, so I couldn't use any of the tiny living. And here you can see that I did go ahead and move the refrigerator and that counter over. And then I did give them an extra countertop on the side because of what I play tested, it does work. But when I was building it, I didn't think that they would have enough room for cooking and everything. But so I gave them an extra counter there. I don't know if I went ahead into that, but I don't remember. But here I'm working on the living room, and I wanted to have maybe like a side chair there in the living room, but it just didn't. It took up too much room, and I didn't want it there anymore because I wanted to end up having a nightstand there by the couch so you can have like items to sit there, because there's not a coffee table, because I couldn't fit a coffee table in there, unfortunately. But I mean, this is a tiny house, so I'm just going through and I'm placing the windows where I want them, since I got the floor kind of laid out how I would want it, and I just changed those front windows there. And then here's where I sized those down, and I added a third one because they were just too big for that small of a house. So sizing them down was a little bit better, I thought. And then I didn't exactly know how to make the kitchen and the living room like divided from one another, because normally I would use the small fence that you have from Get to Work. And, you know, base game only don't really have that many options. So it was if it's kind of funky, I'm sorry. Even the wall painting's a little bad in the kitchen, but it's okay. I mean, I think it looks okay. And here you can see that I am messing around with the wallpaper in the living room. I didn't want to do colors that I normally do, and I actually used carpet, because if you watched in my other builds or anything, I usually use hardwood floors because I hate carpet. Carpet is, it's terrible. I don't like carpet. So I never give them to my Sims. I used to always give them to my Sims because my mom had carpet in her house, but then they eventually got rid of their carpet and they got hardwood floors. So I just think the hardwood floors look better because they kind of go with any kind of furniture, and you can just add a rug for an accent color. At least, I mean, my boyfriend and I, we talked about maybe trying to see if our landlord will let us rip up our carpet and put down some hardwood floor, because we have a dog and a cat too, so, but the carpet's just gross here. But here I'm putting curtains, and I was limited on my curtains again. And I don't like how they automatically place, like, it looks like 3 feet above it. I know it's not that much, but so I just wanted it to be like on top of the window sill. So I just placed it in the middle, and then I used the 9 key to raise it up there. And I wish we had like how the curtains are there that I placed, the white ones. If we had them a little bit longer in the base game so they would go across a large window like that, that would be awesome. Because I honestly don't like this curtain, but I didn't not want to put a curtain there, and I didn't want a mini blind there. So I went with the next best thing that I could find, I guess. And then I'm just finishing up in the kitchen here. I'm adding some... I didn't add any decorations into the kitchen, honestly. I just add that cookie jar there, and then I do add a microwave so it gets moved around. And then I'm placing some cabinets because I thought it was missing something, and I haven't built in forever. I know, I've been gone for a long time, and I haven't done much of anything. I apologize. I had to take a break for my mental health in between pregnancy and all that. It's a little rough, but I'm trying to get there. So please bear with me, and if you guys are still following, thank you. Appreciate it. And here, yeah, I start on the living room here fully. I add in the nightstand that I was wanting to there in the living room because again, I didn't have a coffee table, and then adding some lamp. And I do change the TV stand there. I change it out with the wooden one because, I mean, I think that one's wooden too, but I give it like the other wooden one. You'll see, I don't remember. And I was wanting to have a bookshelf in here because since this is like base game only, your sim doesn't really have much to do for like learning and activities and stuff like that. I do eventually put a chess table on the front porch there, and then at the end of the video I actually go in and I do the back of the landscape. There's that table I was trying to tell you about. That's the table I use as the TV stand. And I was trying to get a bookshelf in there, so I was seeing if I could add that, a bookshelf as a TV stand and everything, but I didn't really like how it looked with it, so I just placed this bookshelf there on the wall instead. And I mean, obviously your sim's not gonna be able to get to it because of the couch or anything, but there's a bookshelf there, and it's for decorations mainly. But here I just go through and I add some things on the little, it's not a TV stand, it's just the accent table, I guess. I don't know. I was gonna tell you guys something and I thought of it and then I completely forgot what it was going to be. And like, I don't want to pause too long because I'm like doing the voiceover, and I mean, oh, I don't want to sit here not talking about anything, so I don't know what to talk about. So, I actually didn't cut much of this video out because I try to go with my first instinct instead of trying to change everything. But you can eventually see that I was like getting back into my old habit, and I was trying to get myself out of it by not trying to over decorate so much. And then in the living room here, I just add a few paintings and a plant. And then I do add a mirror there on the wall by the door. And then I believe that's everything in the living room. It's basic, it's kind of simple, it's not too much, it's not empty, I guess. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. And yeah, I was just trying to find more things to put on the walls because I felt like it was bare. But then I'm trying not to make it overly expensive, trying not to take so long building it, and trying to just, I don't know, change my building, I guess. You can see I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. And I'm working on the bathroom. I wanted that shower bath combo in there. I don't know why, but I eventually took it out because it wasn't fitting. So we just placed a shower in the toilet there. And then, sorry about that. I had to let my boyfriend in because the door was locked and everything. So I don't remember where I left off on talking or anything. But yeah, you can see that I'm working on the bathroom right now. And it's took me a little bit to figure out what I was wanting to do with it, and I do change it up a bit, but I kind of like how it looks because most of my bathrooms aren't bright, I guess you can say. I don't really do like blues in it, but yeah, I really do like how it turns out, and I hope that you guys like it too. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments below, because feedback would really be awesome to know what I possibly need to improve on and this and that and everything. I'm still fairly new. I know I need to work on it more. If I work on it more, then I wouldn't be struggling as much as I am. And here I do go through and I change the lights throughout the house. And I do realize at the end of the video that I forgot to change out the bedroom light at the ceiling. So don't worry, I do go through, and the house that's uploaded on the gallery does have the correct light bulb fixture thing in the bedroom there. And I wasn't for sure where to put the bed at. I thought maybe this was a good idea, because I wanted to have a double bed. I don't know. I myself, I don't like sleeping in a twin size bed or anything. So like, I like to have a big bed. So I always give my Sims a big bed. Even the teenagers, sometimes the kids. I don't know. But I was struggling of what to put in this room too, because it is so small and I didn't really have a lot of items to work with because, again, it was base game. So I got not a lot of decorations in there. I do add some things onto the dresser. I add the nightstand there, and then I do add a shoe rack later that you'll see there will be by the door. I wanted to add one to the front door, but that didn't happen because I didn't have enough room because where I placed the trash can and everything. And then I'm just going through and I'm placing some wall decorations. And again, I didn't do too much in this room because it was really small. And there's where I go to place the shoe rack. And then I'm adding some decorations onto the dresser. And then I do go in and change the wall. Well, I didn't even put any wall color on it to begin with. But I go in and I do paint the wall colors. Was it a red? Kind of like a red, maybe? I think so. I don't remember. Probably wasn't, because I wanted it to match the bed because I don't really like any of the base game beds. Oh, Lord. I apologize if you can hear my neighbors. They are overly obnoxious and loud when they walk. And no, I did not place a red wall. It was the gray. Okay. And then this is where I place the chess table on the front porch. I didn't add too much there. And then here I am doing a small patio area in the back of the house. And because I didn't have many options, and I know on this video it doesn't show it that I placed planter boxes because I forgot to. So when I was going in and doing screenshots, I added 6 planter boxes. So you guys will see those in the screenshots. And I didn't have too many screenshots because it is a small house. But we're getting close to the end of the video, and I hope you guys like it. If you made it this far, please make sure to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will